YouTube. We are Veteran Couple. We are in the process of an NF journey for my wife. I am very familiar with NF. There's a few of his newer songs that I haven't listened to purposely because I had the idea of this reaction video. And so we just got done with Wake Up, which we thought was...
I really like that one.
My wife really liked that one.
Yeah. I think that had a really powerful message.
Yeah.
To pretty much anybody.
Very relatable. So if you haven't watched that one yet, go back, watch our previous videos. We appreciate you joining us. We are using this platform to kind of work through some past issues that have bubbled up in the future. I think that's something that a lot of people deal with and maybe don't confront, but we're here to encourage you that you should, because it's very rewarding. And if you don't overcome some of those past things, then it'll continue to kind of haunt you in the future. So we are moving on with our NF journey to Notepad. Yes. Subscribe, share, like us. Maybe don't if you don't want to. Just we're glad you're here. We're going to jump right into Notepad. And we got the lyrics up in case she needs them. So
you and I, we've been doing a lot together. And I look back and I appreciate all the times that we had together. You know? I remember just going down in my room and, you know, trying to deal with some things. And you've always been there for that. Always. It's me and you. You and I been best friends ever since I was a young kid. Everything we did, where's time went? Got a lot of years coming up ahead of us, and ever since we met, I knew we'd get somewhere. But the fact is, I ain't really know when. I don't really know how either, but I can feel the goosebumps, my skin right in. I've been waiting for the moment. You and I can make it happen. A lot of people thinking we ain't gonna make it rapping. I ain't got a problem with them though, that don't even matter. We ain't looking for the people trying to say that we the baddest. Nah, I never liked that. Came a long way, never did it for the money. We ever make it big, I'ma give it to the family. Looking back now, everything is looking funny. You and I in the room writing, up late when the mood strikes us. We don't care if they do like us. Writing songs for the haters we ain't even got yet. Freestyling, somebody turn the mic up. Talking about things we don't really understand. Talking about things we don't really comprehend. Me.
Well, he's talking about a notebook.
He's talking about his notebook.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously it's something that it was his release. It was a way that he could get out all of his emotions, all of his thoughts, good or bad. It was something, you know, person or non, that was always there. Never, obviously we're talking about a notepad, so we obviously know it's not going to judge him. But, you know, I think there is a safety in having something that or some place that you can go where you just feel safe and free, and, you know, any negative thought that you have from other people, maybe it doesn't get dragged in there, you know? So obviously this time writing on this notepad was his escape, was his safety net in a way.
Something he did for years.
Yeah.
So
he could put, you know, his frustrations, his greatest dreams, aspirations, fears.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually why they say that journaling is so healthy, yeah, you know, because...
Hey guys, apologize for that. My phone ran out of storage, and we are using the phone because we've had issues with our webcam. And so that's probably why our audio sucks too. We're in the process of getting things worked out. It might be a while, but hopefully you'll bear with us. So, so we're going to continue on with Notepad, where we left off. So we'll just pick it up and go from there.
Writing songs for the haters we ain't even got yet. Freestyling, somebody turn the mic up. Talking about things we don't really understand. Talking about things we don't really comprehend. Me and you trying to get it, we ain't quitting to the end. Now I'm standing on stage trying to give it to the fans. took that karaoke machine from my room and we put it up to the CD player and played the instrumentals, and man, we've come a long way. A long way. I made a lot of mistakes, you been there for the whole thing. Help me with the drama, rapping in the car outside daily. We don't care if it's a winter, we don't care if it's a summer. I remember writing raps with the curse words. I just wanna hear it, seems like everybody does it. Did it for a while, wasn't into all the customs. Tried to find who I was, being everything I was in real life. Yeah, got a lot of anger.
Well, I can relate to that. You know, you try all these different things because, you know, this is just what everybody else is doing. And, yeah, I can really relate to that. It's hard when you're just trying to figure out who you are and what your purpose is, and you know, I think most people struggle with that. So yeah.
And it's just like social pressure, I think, has a big thing to play with that. It's like, you know, going into the military, it was like a switch for me. It's like I never used to swear.
Oh yeah.
Going into, like, in high school, I never swore at all. Went into the military and it was just flip a switch, and then I was like swearing like a sailor.
Yeah.
But it's just like
it shows if you don't really know who you are, or you don't have a strong sense of identity, you will just completely shift depending on what circumstance or what culture or environment you're in. I mean, I was like a completely different person. I remember coming back home from training and it was like, well, Mom, this is just the way I am now. Like, you better deal with it. And then I came back into my normal culture, and it was like, I flipped back. It was, it's crazy because I didn't know who I was. I was just trying to kind of figure out who I was and what I wanted to be. So, yeah.
You know where I'm at, put it all over the pages and wrote it in the rap, said that we could be amazing if I give us a chance. Now I'm looking around like, yeah, look at where we at, now. We ain't made a chat, but they can hear us in the background coming. Some are gonna hate it, some are gonna love it. I'ma put it in his hands and let God do the judging, yeah. Remember me and you, always had you in the backpack, took you into school, writing on you like it's nothing. A lot of people in the room see me scribble on the page, but they ain't got a clue, no, they ain't got a clue. We at the beginning, hoping someday you and I can say we made it and we did it. You ain't nothing but a notepad, tell me who you kidding. I'm just running out of space, I'll be back in a minute, turn the page on me. You know what's crazy is, this just started as something that was an escape for us, you know? And now I look around and there's a lot of people out there going through the same things, you know, we've been through. And now this music we write is actually making an impact. It's crazy.
I don't know if this kind of just random. You look at like these videos and you're like, man, I would hate to be the one picking up all that paper at the end of this shot. It's just, every time I see it, I'm like, whoa.
That didn't go through my mind once.
Yeah, well, because I had my thought already kind of planned out, and I was like, oh, that's funny. But no, I thought it was very interesting that last little bit about, it's crazy how, you know, now all of this stuff is like making a difference or making an impact. And I think it just goes to show that, like, you know, when you just do something that means something to you, it's probably there for a reason and a purpose. And it will then, by default, help other people or impact other people.
Yeah.
You know, when we're trying to find something that's like, oh, what's the big thing that's going on right now? It's like, oh, it's influencers, it's TikTokers, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's where people can kind of get into the comparison game. You start trying to be and do something that you're not. And I have fallen victim to this all the time. You know, like, oh, well, that seems really cool, and it looks like they're being successful at it, so maybe I could be too. And you try all these different things, but it's like, if you don't actually internalize and kind of just sit and talk about or think about, okay, what is actually important to me? What moves me? Just all those different questions like he was doing, or he's just writing.
Well, and just putting the work in.
Yeah.
Grinding, you know.
And now, but
passion.
But it was because he was staying true. He figured out kind of who he was, or at least in the process, he was trying to figure out who he was versus just being asleep and kind of reacting to life. But in that process, he stayed true to who he was and what he was doing, and now he
was being real.
He was being real,
and that's NF's slogan is real music. Because he's being real. Yeah. And that's one of his future songs that we'll be listening to.
Ooh, foreshadowing. I like it.
We don't know how much space we have left on my phone. I basically deleted a bunch of apps just to make room for the rest of the video.
Yay!
And so we kind of kept it short this time. I'll make sure to clear out all the videos, make sure we have plenty of space for future videos. This was going to be our last one for the evening anyways. And so we do really just appreciate you guys. If this reaction made an impact, or if you just want to say hey, shoot us a comment down below.
Or thoughts that you have on this video too. I mean, like I said, it's important for people to kind of hear each other's thoughts, because one thing that you say might spark something that we never thought about.
Yeah.
So.
And one thing about the NF community is you guys are tight, you guys stick together and you have a lot to say. And I've been a part of that community for a while. So.
I have not, so this will be interesting. I look forward to it.
Yep. So we'll see you guys next time. God bless, and we'll see you later.